welcome to Reno Improv's virtual stage. It is February the 27th, and we are so happy to have all of you here with us tonight. We are closing in on the end of the month and closing in on 1 year of Reno Improv's virtual stage being a thing. We're getting close to the 1 year mark. Our theater shut down last March 12th, I believe, if I get my dates right. That number sticks out in my brain for a reason. So I think that's it. So that means we've been almost a year of doing online shows for you all, which is so cool. The circumstances which bring us here might not be that cool, but we do enjoy being here in this new medium, performing improv in a new way for you all. So thank you all so much for being here and joining us on this lovely Saturday evening. We all hope you had a wonderful start to your weekend, and we're glad you're spending Saturday night with us. We have our third and final week of romantic comedies for you this Saturday. February is indeed that month where Valentine's Day takes place. So we've been sharing some rom-coms with you all this month, and tonight we'll close out that wonderful month of love stories here at Reno Improv's virtual stage. So let me invite my cast with me. They've been with us for the last 2 weeks and performing with us again tonight are Jamie, Tasha, and Justin. And like I said, my name is Tim Mahoney. Thank you. And this is your cast for the evening. What a lovely bunch of folks ready to perform for you. Excuse me, pardon me, clearing my throat. I am so happy to see a nice audience with us tonight because we're going to need a few things to inspire our story this evening. We'll get some suggestions from our lovely audience watching at home. So audience, when we ask, go ahead and type into that comment box or whatever, whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, and go ahead and help us out with that. Thank you very much. And we will ask, let's see, tonight for how about a let's see. I'm gonna ask the rest of the cast too for suggestions. So go ahead and start brainstorming some suggestions you guys might want to get from the audience, because I'm running short here tonight on ideas. But let's start out with of the full name of a person. So we need a first and last name of an individual who will appear at some point in tonight's story, hopefully, if we can remember that name. So let's get started with something easy. Go ahead and make up a name for us. I see our audience starting to check in. It's nice to see everybody. Reno Improv checking in with their own suggestions, which is always good. The behind-the-scenes folks doing their job. We want to thank Diana for being backstage tonight, helping us out with all the tech stuff that we need to bring this to you. So, Lucina Butts. Oh, man, we've got some really good ones coming in already. Winston Heffernan. Oh,
I like that one. Winston's the name of my cat.
Winston Heffernan. I really like I like a name that like evokes a feeling in me, and Winston Heffernan definitely like evokes a feeling in me. But I also want to give a shout out to this name, where Ted Cruz, but like, you know, the cruise ship Cruz. What a character that might end up being. Really, really great names coming in tonight. But I think and it sounds like the cast really enjoyed that one of the early ones that came out. So we're gonna have a Winston Heffernan. Thank you, Bill, for Winston Heffernan. That's going to be somewhere in our story tonight. We'll see a Winston Heffernan. I think I've repeated it three times now, so it'll at least be locked into my brain for the next 5 or 10 minutes. So that'll put me on a timeline here to get all my words out. And from the rest of our cast, Jamie, do you have something that you might like to get from our audience?
Yeah, I've got one. What is a question that you do not see on a dating app, but you wish it was there?
Oh, that's a great one.
Thank you.
That's a really good one. Yeah. So let's see if we have some coming in already. People are still in giving names here. There's a lot of great names coming in, but we switched over. So what are you allergic to? Do you have kids? Do you bite your nails? We've got some good ones coming in. Any of these jumping out?
Dating apps don't ask you if you have kids.
Sometimes they don't.
Well, this is happening now. We're going to deal with that later.
We'll write to them. We'll write to them at another time, Justin.
Not that we're going to only take Bill's suggestions tonight, but this is a really great one. Not necessarily a question since it doesn't have any punctuation, but we're going to go ahead and let that slide for tonight. So a good question here being, when's the last time you had a long-term relationship? So maybe somebody re-entering the dating pool from a sabbatical. That's a great question. So we might use that question. Why did your ex dump you?
What are your worst fears?
That's like a job interview question.
What are your worst fears?
Why did you separate from your last employer?
Was it mutual? Do you have a reference? Can we call them?
Here's a great question. How many of your exes are alive? So we've got some really good questions coming in that will help inform some of our characters in our story tonight. Justin, do you have... Oops, sorry about that. Roger, didn't mean to throw that up on you. Justin, do you have a suggestion that you'd like to get?
I do. I would like our dear audience to list things that the special person in your life does for you that you would be lost without. Like actual things, actions that they do that make your life better, that without them you would be worse off.
Oh, man.
Good one.
That's a great question. There's so many things I can think of for myself. What? Why is that funny?
Sorry, I'm laughing at the suggestion for a name, Sharon Love.
I'm telling you, the suggestions tonight have been on point. We have an excited audience, which makes me excited to perform. So,
was snoring.
This is a good one.
Oh my god, I did that today.
Like the top of the fridge.
Oh, man. There's a bunch of... there's some really good ones here. Fix the toilet paper roll to be in the right direction. Clean up the dog barf. There's some deep thoughts happening here. Buying unhealthy food. Nice. So many good ones. All right, cool. I think we've got some good ones there that we can feed off of. Don't you agree? And last but certainly not least, Tasha, why don't you grab one more piece of inspiration from our audience?
Oh, girl, you muted.
Oh, you're muted. That's all right. I could have unmuted you.
There we go. How about a place that you would like to go with a loved one or special person?
The old tricking the audience into giving us a location suggestion. Well done, Tasha. Very nicely crafted and disguised. Oh, man. Mars. We have the one and only Wes Clark joining us tonight, and he suggests buys me ice cream. That could either be a location or a feature of a significant other. Swedish lake tours, retirement home, prom on Mars.
I'd also like to note that could be a question on a dating app. Like, buy me ice cream?
Australia.
It could also be a person's name.
That's
Galapagos.
Yeah,
oh, man. Scotland. Circus. Okay. We have so many wonderful suggestions. Our audience is fired up. They are their keyboards are smoking at the moment. So we are going to take everything you've just given us, and since there's so much of it, we have to at least... It's like throwing like 50 darts at a very big dartboard. We're going to hit with some of those, I think. So that's why we ask for so many, and this is great, because in live shows, sometimes we just like take the first thing we hear. Here, we have to see everything. So as long as we get one of them or a few of them on there, you know what I mean? We've done our job as improvisers. I'm going to send the cast backstage with a few more quick remarks before we get the show rolling for you. Thank you all so much for being here, and we will see that cast in a minute on stage. There'll be completely new people and new characters and new situations and with new lives. Alrighty, audience, thank you all so much for your wonderful suggestions. As you just saw in the comments, and I'm going to put the banner up here across your screen, if you've enjoyed these rom-coms and if you've enjoyed any of the live offerings that we've had here at Reno Improv, and you think that improv is something you might be interested in, we would love to have you join us for the upcoming rom-com class. So it's a 4-week class. It's on Tuesday night. It's going to be starting on the 3rd. Starting on March the 9th. You can go to renoimprov.org to sign up. We do ask that you have some sort of improv experience, but I am the teacher of the class, and if you'd like to chat with me, you can go ahead and send that email right to Reno Improv, and they'll put you in touch with me, and we'll talk about your improv and what you want to do. And if you'd like to be a part of this class, I want you to be a part of it. So it's a lot of fun. I've been teaching and performing rom-coms for a long time, and they're one of my favorite things to do. So many different fun characters and fun situations and fun relationships to explore. So if that sounds fun to you, and I really hope it does, go ahead and give it a shot. And we'd love to see you in class. We already have a few people signed up. And because of the online situation, we can't really have too big of a class. So if you are interested, go ahead and get those signups in quick, because we certainly wouldn't want to turn you away. But if for some reason the class does fill up, stay tuned after this rom-com class for even more offerings of Reno Improv classes and workshops that'll be taught by performers and teachers and people that you see on your screen every Saturday night. So we would love to have you be a part of those classes, just like we love having you being a part of these shows. One last quick plug, because we are a nonprofit theater and that's what we do. We plug things. So we plug shows and we plug for donations. So if you enjoy what you're seeing and you can't be a part of the class, that's one way to support us, is by taking our classes. But another way to support us is through donations. And we've had so many generous donations throughout the past year from our online shows, and we want to thank everybody who's donated. We also want to encourage you to continue donating. So please, if you're enjoying what you're watching and you enjoy being here with us every Saturday night, and we hope you do, go ahead and consider donating to us at renoimprov.org. And thank you all once again very much for those donations. They mean a lot, and they make us smile every time we see them. And they encourage us to get back out here and keep performing for you all. So that is enough of me speaking as at least Tim Mahoney. I'm going to go ahead and head backstage with my cast. We are going to get ready for a show. Stay tuned. In just 1 or 2 seconds, we will be back on your screen with our final night of Love in a Box, brought to you by Reno Improv. Thank you, everybody, and enjoy the show. Janine, Janine, I need a 5-letter word for hungry. Janine, you're going to have to speak up. I can't hear you.
Sorry, is your hearing aid broken again?
I checked. I thought it was working for a second, but now I can hear you great. Okay.
5-letter word for hippopotamus.
No,
Hippo.
5-letter word for hungry. I'm starve. Oh, that's it. Starve. Okay, never mind. Oh, what's for dinner tonight, Janine?
Well, I was thinking I would buy you some ice cream.
Just skip all the way to dessert?
Honey, we've been eating broccoli our whole lives.
35 years of being married to you, I've been praying for the day that we could just skip broccoli and go right to ice cream.
I've been feeling wild lately, Jerry.
Oh, really? I have been feeling wild lately too. Maybe it's been being cooped up in this house has me feeling all sorts of things.
Houses do that. And that's what I was thinking. That's why I was thinking, Jerry, why don't we go crazy? Why don't we live in a tent?
You want to sell the house and buy a tent and just live off the land?
I've been reading about how to grow carrots and.
Well, as long as we have some carrots, as long as I have carrots and you, Janine, what else could I possibly need? I don't know. A tent, though, from this nice, beautiful house to a tent, that's a big leap. Are you sure we can handle it?
I do have faith in us. There's something that you need to know, though.
I haven't heard you with a tone like this in a long time. We promised years ago that we wouldn't keep secrets from each other, Janine. And now I fear that you have something, secret to tell me.
Yes. Well, you might want to put down the crossword for now. This is a big one, Jerry.
Okay. I think I'm ready. I guess I'm ready.
Well, when I had to go to the doctor the other day.
Yeah, usual checkup.
Well, they found something. I'm dying, Jerry. I have
What the
10
hell did
more
they
years
find?
to live. That's it.
10 more years. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. 10 weeks is something we'd have to really worry about. 10 months even.
10 years, it's nothing.
I don't.
That's
10
why.
years.
That's why I want to spend these last 10 years going wild.
You want to camp in a. Hold on, Janine. Well, okay. Look, I sympathize with the fact that your life now has a definite timeline, but to go camping for 10 years is a pretty extreme reaction to a otherwise pretty positive outlook on a pretty serious, disease. So,
Is it?
10 years of living in a tent, Janine, I love you with all my heart, but I don't know if I could spend 10 years in a tent with anybody.
I just thought we could buy some crossword puzzles and sit there and do them and look at the trees.
That sounds amazing. You look, once again though, Janine, if you had 10 weeks to live, yes, let's buy. But do you know how many crossword puzzles we would need for 10 years?
I did some calculations. We
would have. What were your what did you come up with? What did the
Well, it
numbers
was
like?
312,512.
Oh, that story checks out. Okay, well, look. As much
And
as
we have the budget. We have the budget for this, Jerry.
Yeah. Look, Janine, I think look, you didn't even tell me what you're dying of. What kind of doctor gives a 10 years to live sort of? That's rather long. A lot can change in 10 years. You could get hit by a car in 2 years.
It turns out this whole time I've been allergic to broccoli.
We've been slowly poisoning you for 35 years. Look, the day I met you, I said I love broccoli, and you took that so to heart that we've had it every meal for every day.
That was the only reason that I went on that second date with you, to tell you the truth.
Oh, boy.
I've been looking for a man that had loved broccoli my whole life.
And I'm glad I'm the one, but Janine.
Do you still love me if I'm not going to make you broccoli casserole and fried broccoli and broccoli popsicles?
Well, yeah, it was never about the broccoli. That was that was the hook, so to speak, but certainly wasn't what kept me around. I just thought that you liked broccoli so much.
That's
I thought it was
such a relief.
What part of the you're just allergic to broccoli, not any other sorts of vegetables? I feel like if you're allergic to broccoli, there's got to be others in the family, right?
Sesame seeds.
Oh, Jesus.
I know.
That's our favorite dish is broccoli and sesame beef. Oh, Janine, I'm sorry. Look, if it's a tent that you want to live in for the last 10 years of your life, it's a tent that we'll get, okay? Whatever you want, I will provide it. And I'm sorry about the broccoli. There was no signs. How are we supposed to know?
I did get those hives every Sunday after our big broccoli breakfast.
Yeah.
Don't you remember? That's why I had trouble giving you the answers to all your crosswords. And now that I am thinking about it, you were just looking at the crossword puzzle.
Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, Janine,
love your crosswords more than me.
No, what? No.
I always suspected it.
That's a lie. You're a liar. I didn't. Well, whoa, I didn't mean that. I just mean you're lying about this one thing. Look, I gotta admit, I'm a little confused by the broccoli poisoning. I just feel like our doctor's lying to us. When do you go see him again? Maybe I should go with you.
Well, actually, we have a follow-up, in pretty soon. I don't know. He just said meet me over there, so I just thought
Everything about this
Knock, knock. I just thought I'd stop by. Hi.
Oh,
Oh, this is the doctor.
Hi, it's me, Dr. Gorns.
that's what I was going
Yeah,
to say.
I was telling Jerry about my serious condition. I'm so
Yeah.
glad.
It's horrible.
Classic terminal broccoli toxosis. TBT.
I've heard of that. I've heard of TBT.
They're
Yeah.
talking about it on the Instagram all the time.
I just
See?
never knew that the B was for broccoli.
Yeah.
I was never much of an anagram person. No, not anagram. Yep,
You
anagram.
should have known, Jerry.
Acronym.
You should have
Acronym.
known what it stood for.
Acronym. That's what I was trying to think of. I should have known. You're right, Janine, and I'm sorry, okay? I can't tell you how many times. I can't tell you enough how sorry I am for the broccoli poisoning. Look, doctor, there's got to be some way for us to reverse the poisoning or some sort of antidote. I mean, is it just counteracted with cauliflower, or what can we do here?
Well, unfortunately, broccoli is the most toxic of all of the stalked vegetables. And after 35 years, 3 times a day, that's hundreds of thousands of stalks. The body can only take so many stalks. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm interrupting a private moment. I'll be happy to do your follow-up, but I'll just wait outside. with,
No, stay, Dr. Gorn. Stay.
No,
we'll
go.
make you some tea. We'll make you some tea.
a cheeseburger out there.
Go get-
Cheeseburger? Is that what you want?
Well, I would just was.
You can be honest.
I would like a cheeseburger.
Okay.
All right, I'll go make him a cheeseburger. Look, figure something out, Doc. If I make you this cheeseburger, you got to promise us that you will do your damnedest to figure out what is the opposite of stalks so that we can take the next 10 years to eat only the opposite of stalks, therefore reversing the broccoli poisoning.
I shall focus on nothing but.
Thank you, Doctor.
This is
Go ahead.
my pledge to you.
Thank you, Dr. Gorns.
You know, Dr. Gorn, now that I only have such little time to live, I was thinking, I want to be a little more wild.
Yes.
What about
I
you? Do
think-
you have any wild, crazy things in your life outside
Well,
of
I mean,
being a doctor?
I've always kept a book of cuttings and scrap cuttings of things that I always wanted to do if I ever had the opportunity, and places I'd like to go, and mansions and castles I'd like to visit in Europe. And I live vicariously through my dreams book.
That's pretty wild,
Yeah.
I gotta say.
Well, I can only say I admire you and the relationship that you have. Somebody who wants to find an antidote to your broccoli toxosis. We should all be so lucky. I'm just gonna hook you up to this machine.
What?
Beep, 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 beep.
I'm
Cheeseburgers in the kitchen. I just want a moment alone with Janine here for a second. If you just want to take your burger to the kitchen, there's soda in the fridge. Help yourself.
He's our guest, Jerry.
That's
No,
why
it's
I'm
fine.
saying make yourself at home. That's what you do to guests. You say make yourself at home.
I'm gonna go have a cheeseburger.
Make yourself at home, Doctor.
Jerry, we really want him on our side. See,
Look.
I mean, he's so good to me. Look at this machine.
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, it sounds really professional.
The beeps check out. Look,
Beep. Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, wow, it's really, and it feels good. It feels great. I feel great.
Look, I heard you talking to Dr. Gorns there, and I think I've been being selfish, Janine, and I want you to. I just think that these next 10 years you should do what makes you happy, and if that means running off and being wild living on your own in a tent, wherever, doing whatever. I don't want to hold you back. And if it means coming with you, it means coming with you. But if it means staying behind, well, I love you, and I'll stay behind so you can live out your last decade as happy as you want to be.
Jerry, I've always wanted you to come with me.
But
I won't always have the answers to your crosswords.
that's okay. We'll make it work. Maybe I'll leave him behind, and we can pick up a new hobby.
That sounds great, Jerry. We'll think about it. I'm really starting to feel a little drowsy now. Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Oh. Uh-huh. This is great.
Paulette.
Well, that was a fiasco of a movie.
I thought it was going to be good. I thought, fun, romance, misunderstandings.
Yeah, a meet cute. No.
I would never listen. This has been a really nice idea to try and, kind of rekindle some excitement and like we're dating again.
Yeah, it was a great idea. Like go to our favorite restaurants and the movies that we used to love. I guess I just didn't realize how loudly you chew popcorn.
Yeah. It's just so delicious.
You love it.
I love it. And I want to share that love.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And, I tried for years to close my lips, but it closed me off from you instead.
Wow. I always loved the way that you twist your words into metaphor. This is what I miss about our relationship, John.
I'm going to have to keep the meter running even though we're at the location. Is that okay with you too?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's
Okay.
There's no one behind us. You're fine to just wait.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's an interesting conversation.
Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate that. I don't get told that I'm interesting very often.
Oh,
Sounds that way.
Nice. Yeah. I see. That was a nice little dig at, I twist my words. I'm not good at compliments. I don't talk. I don't say things. Paulette, I just feel as though our well of affection has run dry, and no amount of recreating the good times of yore and the good memories of the days that have come before today will rekindle the embers from the ashes into a flame of passion and a Krakatoa of love and affection.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
It really was. Look, John, maybe I've changed my mind. Someone that can speak so eloquently. Flames are overrated. Let's just sit like by a fire outside and just wait until it goes down. The embers are the best part.
I've always thought that. They're the part that you stare at, and they're orange and blue and kind of twirly and swirly, and you get lost in them.
Yeah. Look, I think we can make this work.
You think?
Oh, don't cry. Don't.
I can't help it.
Please don't cry.
Hey, shut up. Let him do whatever he wants.
Sorry.
I'm just saying this. I don't have like nice Scotch guarded seats or anything. I don't, look.
Oh, you think he's going to cry enough to mess up your seats, sir?
Look, I apologize. I didn't want to insert myself in this tender moment. You guys should continue.
Thank you. Remember when we were first dating?
Yeah, it's great.
So fun.
Conventions.
Conventions, plastic seats for 8 hours a day,
It was great.
listening
You
to
had
speakers.
Your notes on the PowerPoint where the 3 slides are on one side and the lines are on the other were hilarious. That's what I mean, when you wrote thank you, that was really insightful, exclamation point, right next to one of the slides. I just knew that you had the wit and the tone and the tenor that spoke to me as a person and a professional.
You know, they asked to copy my notes after that seminar.
I know.
Xeroxed them and then
They
passed them
did.
out to the whole audience, all the professionals.
You could get them off of the web afterwards.
Yeah, I heard they were being sold on eBay.
I bid and bought and did buy right now.
You did?
Yeah, it was like at the beginning of our relationship, and I didn't want to be so presumptuous and be like, "Hey, I really liked your notes," but I really liked your notes, and I wanted to have a copy of them. And
Are you guys almost done, or do you mind if I smoke?
Go ahead. It's your
Sure.
time.
I'm sorry. Carry on. This is just brilliant.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you. Look, I didn't realize that you have all of my notes.
I did. I was a fan even before we dated. It was, I just wanted to kind of be orbiting your greatness like a satellite of admiration. Wow. Paulette.
That's what I loved about you too. I loved that you just listened and spoke your quiet truths when we were alone together. I mean, in the seminars, you were quiet and didn't say anything. But when we're alone, you really know how to twist your words.
Yeah. I told you that I was one of 7 children.
Mm-hmm.
We all grew up together in a singing group.
Mm-hmm.
And
the 7 sons.
Yes.
We can make this work.
You think? I think we can. I don't want to have too much false hope about it. I don't want to act naive, but I don't want to give up on us just because we had a couple bad dates because we went to a stupid movie.
Yeah,
spinning in an Uber for the last 90 minutes.
It was dumb. I don't even know how this app works. Like, what do we have to do to get out of the car?
Oh, you just get out.
That was, I think, a not so subtle suggestion that we just pay and go.
Oh.
No, I mean, you can stay as long as you want, but all I'm saying is as far as the technology is concerned, it's just a car and you just get out.
Oh, thank you. Well, how would I have known that? There's no directions on this app.
Technology, am I right?
Look, we're here, so we might as well just continue and finish this.
Exactly.
It was a dumb movie.
Driver?
Oh, yeah.
Cabby?
You wouldn't happen to be an ordained minister, would you?
Oh, you're looking for the Uber engagement right here?
Yeah, Uber nuptials.
Uber nuptials. Let me see. I believe I got an email regarding this just recently.
John, are you serious?
I just thought maybe if we renewed our commitment to each other, it might, be an opportunity to start afresh.
Yeah, and we did get married next to a cab the
It
first
was.
time.
Yeah.
You just need to download the Uber Nuptials app, and then you hit go.
I have done it, and I just hit go. So I think we're good.
Yeah, it's it. That's it. And then it's similar to the Uber car ride experience. Like, you just get out. There is nothing else after this.
We get out, and we get in to a new life of
Exactly.
romance.
Mm-hmm. When we open this door, we are no longer John and Paulette. We're the Paulette 2.0
Exactly.
and John 2.0.
I am also, yes.
John the second. Okay. I'm gonna
ready.
get out first.
I'm out second.
I'm going to stay here and keep driving because I need to make at least $200 more today, or I can't pay my rent. Dad, are you home? Sorry, I know you told me not to stay up, but I just wanted to know how your date went. How was the movie?
Eric, it was wonderful and great. You're
movie
off
was-
up.
The movie was wonderful and great. That's good. I'm
Yeah.
glad you liked it. All the reviews said it was terrible.
Well, I'm not a barometer for that kind of thing. So
That's okay, Dad.
I'm
Well,
up awfully late. It's a school night.
I know, but I was excited for your date too. I really like Paulette, and I know that you guys have been having a hard time, and I just wanted to see if I could help.
Well, thanks, buddy. Your stepmom and I are working out a lot of things, and maybe someday we'll move back in together. But until then, it's just you and me, buddy. And
That's okay. I like hanging out with you, Dad. I made you chicken fingers too while you were gone. I know you like.
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah, I already ate them, most of them. There's a few left though.
The leftover ones are my favorite after they've gotten hardened.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I could have waited, but I was so hungry.
No, not at all, buddy. I'm gonna dig those out of the fridge right now. We can sit up and talk like.
Really?
buds.
Because there's something
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you a question.
Oh well, let me get comfortable.
You might want.
Nothing,
Yeah.
no topics off limits for me and my little pal Eric.
Really? Because
Yeah.
I wanted to ask like a while ago, and I just didn't really know how. But I want to kiss a girl, Dad, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how. And you just seem like you this is your second wife, and like that's like way more than like one is awesome, but to have two wives, like you obviously know what you're doing. So I was just wondering if you could give me some advice, because there's this girl at school and she's awesome. She's super cool and really cute, and she makes me nervous when she walks by, and her locker's like 4 away from mine. And yesterday I think that she smiled at me, and I'm pretty sure that we're in love, but I just don't know what to do, and I am scared and sweaty.
Well, I can tell, and that's all right. That's how it's supposed to be. No worries.
Yeah.
That's it's the smell of a man. And
Whoa, I'm a man.
yeah, and
Yeah.
so when she smiled at you, did you want to go talk to her? Did you get scared and run away?
Yes.
Did you?
Yep. The latter. Scared
Yeah.
and ran away. Yeah.
Let's
I
cut
get-
to that. God, I have so many books. Oh, hey.
I gotta go. Bye.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that sounded like you got scared and ran away.
That's exactly what I did. And I'm not even a fast runner, so it was more like I quickly hurried and walked away.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. We can talk about athletics next time, buddy. I want to do something called what we do in the theater. We're going to do a little role play, and I want you to imagine we'll have a situation or two that you can act out, pretend with this lady friend of yours.
Okay.
How about you pretend walking up to her and introducing yourself? I'm assuming she doesn't know who you are.
Well, she doesn't know who I am.
Yeah, so let's have you play that out.
Oh, hey, hi, Sarah. You don't know who I am, but I am Mark. So now you do, and now we know each other.
Hey, Mark. Did you see the new Saturday Night Live? My mom let me stay up and watch it.
No, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. All right. It was scary. It's the scariest show I watch every week.
You're scared by Saturday Night Live?
Yeah. It's scary, awesome.
Cool.
Right?
So, how are you? What's up? I just kind of need to get to my locker.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I wasn't waiting by it. I just was standing in front of it, waiting. You can get whatever you need. I can open it for you if you want. I know your combination. I know a lot of things about you that you. I gotta go.
Okay, buddy, that was a good start.
I wasn't good at all. I feel like I failed miserably. I told her I knew lots of things about her.
Yeah, you acted both parts really well, really convincingly. You actually did her better than you.
Yeah, damn it.
But that's okay. That's okay, buddy. I think your enthusiasm was really good. I think that you showed that you cared. Maybe a little overexcited.
I think I get bad information from my friends. I think there's other dumb kids like me. I think, and I think maybe if I just say hi and say something nice, and then just be nice and be normal, and maybe if I try that, instead of trying to be super cool, I don't know, Dad. This is just a really confusing time in life.
I'll take it from your old dad. I'm not super cool. I never was, and I've managed to get to where I am today and be just fine. I've got an ex-wife, your mother. I've got an estranged wife, your stepmother.
Awesome. 2 wives.
Being yourself is good up to a point.
Okay. All right. I'll just be a part of myself then, and leave the rest of the parts, for later down the road.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey,
I'm really glad we had this little heart to heart.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got to get to bed. I know I shouldn't have stayed up this late, but I'm gonna use all of this tomorrow at school.
Yeah, you okay? Go for it.
All right. Good night, Dad. I love you.
Night, son. Hi, Paulette. It's me.
Hi.
I just wanted to tell you that I'm really happy we had a nice night, and it was just really nice to be myself with you again after so long.
Yeah, I liked that too. That was I miss you. I wish you were that person more often.
I miss that too, and if you'll let me, I'll try to be myself even more than is comfortable for me.
Wow. Do you mean that? You haven't been yourself in a long time. Ever since Mark hit puberty, you've just been it's like I only see a part of yourself. I want to see your whole self.
I feel like I've been myself to a point, but beyond that, I just don't know. I don't know who I am. I don't know where I stand or what I stand for. But that all ends tonight, Paulette. I've learned and I want to be better.
Okay.
I'm taking that point away.
I want to see you past your point.
The point is so far away that I can't even see where the point was. This is me being genuine and me being 100% John and 0% non.
I always loved how you twisted your words. And I hate it when you're non.
I hated myself
I just
when I was
hate it.
non. I hated it so
much. We're saying the same words.
It's like we're meant to be. I think this is the beginning of something really special.
I do too. I think, when we hang up this phone call, we're going to be like Paulette 3.0.
Totally.
And John the third. Okay, I gotta get to bed. It's late, and I've got school tomorrow.
Yeah, I got school too. Good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Good night.
Well, Janine, that should be enough firewood for at least the next week.
Yes, well, I don't know about this. I didn't realize that we'd have to make all these fires just to make food.
Well, yeah, we did this living in a tent, living off the land. Janine, you wanted to do it, and I'm just trying to help you live. I look. I told you this wasn't going to work. I didn't want to do an I told you so, but I'm doing one now. This is an I told you so moment. And I told you that 10 years in a tent was too long. We haven't even made it 2 months.
Well, I'm really having a great time. I love this so much.
But you're complaining about everything. You can't be having a great time. You don't even want to make fires to heat food anymore. That's a big part of camping is making fires.
We can eat cold food, cold hot dogs and...
For the next 9 years and 10 months?
Oh, why not, Jerry? We said we'd be wild.
No, you said you'd be wild, Janine, and I'm starting to think that my previous offer needs to be my current ultimatum. I think that you need to leave and go be wild on your own because this wildlife isn't for me. I'm a house person. I was meant to be in a house. Only a tent for vacations, short ones too.
Oh, Jerry, this is a big decision.
No, it's not, Janine. I love you with all my heart, like I've told you many times, but I can't live in this tent with you anymore.
Well, I'm this is really hard for me, but
No, Janine.
I'm gonna choose you over the tent. This is about you, Jerry. I want to live in this tent. I want to live in this tent.
That's what I'm saying. I agree. I think you.
But I'd rather live with you.
No.
No.
You're not understanding. I'm leaving you.
I mean, I love the tent.
No, you missed what I said.
I love you more.
I don't know if I do anymore. Look, 10 years is a lot of time. You can meet a tent guy. I'm a house guy. Meet a tent guy. Go out, be wild, explore the world, meet a new man, do your thing. But leave me behind. I'm just holding you back, Janine. I don't want your last 10 years on this earth to be burdened by me. Just a lowly houseman.
Jerry.
No, Janine, you're making this too hard. It's like when you leave a dog on the side. No, it's not like that. Okay, look, Janine,
Jerry?
Maybe we can compromise. It's something that we haven't done enough.
You can visit me on the weekends?
No, well, I could do that. I could be a weekend tent guy. I
could see it. A weekend wild man. Crosswords during the week. Wild on the weekend.
Janine, I love you.
I'll have cold hot dogs for you every week.
Great. Great.
And rice. We can find out if we can eat rice without heating it up. That's a pretty cool experiment.
Sounds fun.
Pretty wild.
Wild indeed. Just the type of wildlife I hope you were looking for. Janine, it's settled then, okay? We're wild on the weekends and not during the week.
Wow, Janine, that's intense.
Literally, that's a good one. That's a good one, Sharon.
I'm sorry. It just slipped out. It was so easy. But wild on the weekends.
That's what our compromise was, I guess.
You know, Janine, you've been my sister for a really long time. Like, almost my whole life. I don't know if I see you living in a tent all the time.
Well, it's only for about 9.5 more years. I'll tell you that. And it was hard figuring out how to get the machine in here. I'll tell you that too.
What I know there's so many buttons and it keeps making this weird like circusy noise.
Yeah. Oh, that's when it feels good.
Oh.
It feels like eating broccoli again, I'm telling you.
Wow. Janine, look, as your sister, I just want you to be happy and to make the most out of the 9.5 years that you have. That's just a really short amount of time. So I thought we could plan a trip somewhere.
A trip, but this is wild enough.
Janine, you're in. This is your backyard. You didn't go anywhere. The house is just right here.
Woods. This is still the woods.
There's 5 trees.
And like 10 mice. Yeah. That's wildlife, Sharon. You should come live with me. You're getting too comfortable in the city. You're getting too comfortable there.
Sharon,
I'm telling you.
Sharon is my name. And
Sharon.
I don't want to live.
I said.
I don't want to live with mice. Don't you remember the fun trips we used to take? Remember when we went to Europe, to the Mediterranean, and we ate all that good food, and we stayed in a hostel in a real bed?
Yeah, that food, a lot of that didn't have to be heated up.
Yeah, but that's the style over there. That's the cuisine.
Okay.
Look,
listen, Sherry, maybe you can bring some of that into the tent.
Yeah. Okay, Jeannie. I could bring you pictures of our vacation and bring it and like put them in the
so
tent.
We can cut them out. This is my doctor told me to do this. He said cut them out, put them put them on pieces of paper. It sounded wild when he was talking about it.
Wow. I think you used to love like traveling and, getting on a plane and going somewhere, like going on a boat. And I found this really cool place that maybe we could go to. It's near Denmark and there's a bunch of lakes. You've always wanted to see Sweden. It's so much better than this tent.
I don't know how we'll get there.
An airplane.
Oh, I forgot about those. It's, living in the woods. You kind of just, you wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand.
I can just book a flight for us on my phone. What? Like over the internet.
Okay, you know what? Let's try it. I'm feeling good about this, Sherry.
Okay. Okay, Jeannie. I just want to see you happy, and you don't seem. Your color is off, and
I love this tent. I really love it.
sometimes the things that we love aren't good for us.
That's like broccoli.
Paulette, Paulette, my dad will be down in a few minutes. Okay?
Great, Mark. Perfect. I can't wait to see the 7th version of your dad.
Look, he's been. I just want you to know that I am happy that he's happy, and I just think that you two should also be happy together, both living here. Everyone happy. Okay, here he comes. I wasn't here. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Have
Bye.
fun at school.
Okay, bye. You love each other. Bye.
Hey!
Wow. I'm loving this positive version of us. Look at your smile.
I took a day course and I cut some stuff out and I put it in some papers. And I'm a
Wow.
changed man.
I went on my phone on the internet and I booked us a lake tour in Sweden.
I love it.
I'm going to bring my sister, though. Is that okay?
The more the merrier. Can we? Maybe we should bring my son and your stepson.
Mark?
Yeah.
Great. That sounds incredible. Listen, how are you liking this new version of yourself?
I'm just delighted. I've never been happier. I finally feel like I'm being myself.
Me too. I just feel great all the time. I even started, visiting my sister again in her tent. She seems plumb happy.
That's super.
I'm so happy we decided to stay together.
Me too. This was the best decision.
We're so happy my cheeks hurt from smiling.
Mine too. This is the best day ever.
Yeah. John the 7th and Sharon Paulette the 7th.
It's just like we're brand new versions of ourselves.
I love it. I can't wait to be on a boat with you for 6 months.
Ooh.
Sorry, I'm struggling with the technology right now. Oh, man. Oh, I love that so much. What a great line to end the show on. Ooh, was a beautiful way to end a very complicated tale of romance, and relationships are a complicated thing, ladies and gentlemen. And we definitely got a taste for that tonight. Well, that will do it, folks, for our run here of romantic comedies, improvised romantic comedies. Thank you all so much for being with us tonight and for the last few weeks. We've had a blast doing these. As we mentioned earlier in the evening, we do have a couple classes coming, or we have classes and workshops coming up. Our most immediate class is actually a class that's going to dive into this topic specifically. It's a rom-com class. So over the course of 4 weeks, I'll be teaching you guys about romantic comedies, but also a little more about narrative improv and about genre. And how we can dive into that. And if you're interested in that, it would be awesome to have you talk to us at renoimprov.org, send us a message and let us know. You can reach us on Facebook as well. There's always somebody available. So let us know if that's something you'd like to be, or if you're interested in. We'd love to have you, like I said. And that class will culminate with a on-screen performance. So after the 4-week run of that class, the class, will be here on our virtual stage on a Saturday night, putting on a romantic comedy of your own. So we were super excited to see that, and we're really, really excited for the class as well. So we hope to see you for that. All right. Well, thank you to Jamie, Justin, and Tasha for performing with us, performing these last 3 weeks. It has been really, really wonderful. I've been Tim Mahoney, your host, and it's been super fun to play along with you guys. Thanks very much, and we'll be back here at 8 o'clock next week with another show from Reno Improv's virtual stage. Have a great Saturday night, everybody. It was super, super fun performing for you all. Bye-bye.